Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the brand new free content this weekend. There's a variety of them, but I'm going to talk about all the cards that are made available for free this weekend between Serge Ibaka from Clutch Time Offline, Josh Smith from Salary Cap, Rick Barry, and Larry Nance from this Father's Day event that they're doing, but also the Galaxy Opal and Dark Matter EVO cards that are available now as well, or available today. Before we happen, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, this is the best weekend for free content we've had in a while in my team. So we're going to go through each of these cards, then we're going to talk about the EVO cards as well. Starting with, I guess, Larry Nance, who is one of the two Father's Day rewards, 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan, elite slasher, every single defensive Hall of Fame badge in the game. Also catch, corner, limitless, blow by, and speed booster on Hall of Fame. With a coach and a shoe, his 3-ball rating is going to be a 95. Yeah, this card's a stud. He's 6'10" at the 3. He's a stud. If his release is good, which I don't know, Gary Clark base. Literally not another card in the game has that base. I don't know if that's a good jump shot or not. But if it is, he's an absolute dog. Kemba escape, pro behind the back. I don't know if that is going to be Jamal Murray, but Murray behind the back, it very well could be. This card has the potential to be one of the very best free small forwards in all of my team, though. If that jump shot is good, I have no idea if Gary Clark's base is any good. But if it is, he's going to be a dog. There's no doubt about that. Rick Barry is the other Father's Day reward. He's 6'7" with a 6'11" wingspan, so he's got decent size of his own at the shooting guard position. And this card's damn good, too. Off handles for days, even. He's got all the shooting, finishing, and defensive badges. I'm not used to Rick Barry being very good in my team, but this card looks real good. Now, lower 90s stats on certain areas is okay. At least he's got every key badge, and all the stats are in the 90s. Pro 2 fade, Kyrie dribble style, Trey escape. Yeah, Jamal Murray, John Wall, probably. And then a release that's dang good. Marcus Morris base, Damian Lillard up around very quick. It's going to be good. Like, this card's going to be... He's tough, bro. Both of these Father's Day or Dark Matters are looking like really, really good free cards. So that's a good start. And then you got Josh Smith, who's the salary cap reward, 4 seasons, 7, 6'9", 7-foot wingspan, hot spots from literally everywhere. We know his stats and badges are going to be near perfect, of course. The question with him is going to be animations. No half handles for days, kind of annoying. Not a huge deal at small forward, though. The question with this card is the animations. They changed his jump shot. Good stuff. Perfect SIGs. Looks like pretty much Pro 2 fade and a KC pay base. Larry marking up around very quick is going to be an absolutely cash money release. That's a W, man. This card looks tough as heck, too. This is easily the best weekend of free content we've gotten in literally months. This is really, really good stuff. Josh Smith is going to be an absolute dog as well at the small forward position. So for those of y'all who grinded salary cap this season, you have got yourself a heck of a reward in Josh Smith, one of the very best small forwards in the game. He might be the best. With perfect SIGs and a release that I know is elite, this might be the new best free small forward in the game. I like that Kuzma card. I like Bobby Jones. And this Larry Nance looks dang good as well. But I still think Josh Smith looks like he personally is probably the best new free small forward in my team. Serge Ibaka, 6'10", 7'4" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere himself, 40 hoffs. All the key hoffs except for playmaking, which is what I expected. He's got blow by and speed booster. He's got all the key dunking badges, all the key shooting badges, and all the key defense badges. Card looks exceptional. Elite defender, good speed, good shooter, great dunker. Release that I know is good, and SIGs that are also good. Again, just an elite level power forward who does everything well with a very good release, who's just going to be an absolute dog. Another elite free card. This is 4 elite free cards from this drop between Serge, Josh, Rick Barry, and Larry Nance. Every one of these cards look good. I will be doing gameplays on all of these cards at some point this weekend. Additionally, not only that, but we also got EVO cards, 8 EVO cards for guys who are father-son duos or whatever, or sons, I guess, in the NBA. Not all these guys are sons, I guess, but... Who is Glenn Robinson? Wow, we only got like half of the duos. Like, we didn't get Glenn Robinson the third, Jawan Howard. We didn't get a Jet Howard card. We didn't get a Gary Payton Evo, just a GP2 Evo. Like, this is a little strange that this is how they decided to do this. No Scottie Pippen Jr. card or anything like that, but still cool. All these cards do have Evos to either Dark Matter or, and this, well, I guess we'll start with the top ones because I think the top ones are the Opal Evos, but they all have Evos, 25 dunks and 25 rebounds for Larry Nance's Evo to get him to a 98 overall. I mean, I'm going to make a whole other video on this Father's Day event when it's in game here in just a little bit and going over everything y'all need to know. But as a whole, right now, I'm just going to skim over these cards. First of all, Larry Nance looks dang good. I'll tell you that. Release is upgraded. They're changing SIGs. Oh my goodness. They are souped. Look at 2K. Look at 2K actually cooking this weekend. This Dude, this just goes to show how easy it is to make this community happy because it doesn't take much. This is fire and people are going to be happy about it, and honestly, deservedly so. The cards are good, the cards are fun, and the cards are like pretty well rounded and actually good badges and like upgraded animations and improved release timings and changed fades and like, dude, this is so easy to do. With old cards to make them viable. Guys who aren't exactly huge names. Find ways to make them interesting. There are so many different events and things they could do on a weekly basis to keep this game popping, and yet they choose not to. I don't get it. This type of stuff is great. This is great content. This is an elite defensive point guard here with Gary Payton. He's only 6'2", but if you're a GP2 fan, you're a Warriors fan, all of a sudden you got yourself a card that you can buy for 1,000 MT that's a 98 overall point guard once you EVO him, and it's fun. Like, all these cards are fun. All these cards are cool. Not all these cards are incredibly elite, but they don't have to be. Like, GP2 is probably the worst one we've looked at so far. That doesn't matter that much. You know what I mean? Glenn Robinson. His EVO is to Dark Matter, 6'7", 6'10" wingspan. This card, you want to talk about a card that's probably a dog? This card's probably a dog. He's got defense. He's got half handles for days. He's a little small forward at only 6'7". That's about the only complaint, though. Pretty close to perfect SIGs, Pro 2 fade, and a good release. Another very, very good card. Jawan Howard, I'm sure he's solid as well. 6'9", small forward, 6'10" wingspan, goes to Dark Matter himself. Elite shooting badges, elite defensive badges, elite dunking, great all-around stats, 90+ on everything, and he's a capable enough playmaker. They changed all his SIGs again. They upgraded his fade, changed his release, changed his base. I mean, dude, look at this. This is such a W. This is such a W. And yet they never, like, why do we not get this more? This legitimately is pissing me off because this is so solid. This is such good content. And, like, why is this so rare? I'm like getting mad because I know this is going to be a one-time thing. Like, we're not going to get more EVOs next weekend. You know what I mean? It's a Father's Day event, which is great, but we're not going to get an event next weekend. And it's just like, it's disappointing because dang, if this isn't great, fun content with a lot of interesting cards. And by the way, the most interesting one is Scottie Pippen, who we're about to come up on. So we'll talk about him in a sec. Dell first also goes to Dark Matter. He's shooting guard, small forward. They didn't change his position to point guard or anything. That's fine. He's still good. You know what I mean? He's a great shooter. He's got a nice release. He's a little small shooting guard, but like, I'm not saying I'll use all these cards either, because most of these cards aren't going to get used, but some of them will by different people on their different teams because they're a fan of that player, or because their player plays for their team, so it helps them to build their theme team, or because it's just an attainable, easy budget card that you could EVO and turn into a free Dark Matter or a free Opal to help out your squad, depending on these cards. Like, a lot of these cards are good, man. And Scottie Pippen, if he got changed SIGs, he's the best. Dang it, 2K, I was really hoping they were going to do something. I didn't expect it because he has 100 overall and a Dark Matter that don't have incredible SIGs. They didn't really upgrade the SIGs as much as I would have liked. But this card is the equivalent of his Dark Matter card, and honestly, maybe even a little bit better with half handles for days as well. Well, actually, does his regular Dark Matter have half handles for days? Is this card the exact... Oh, this card's the exact same as his regular Dark Matter. That's fine. Basically, 28,000 MT Dark Matter Scottie Pippen once you EVO this card. As a whole, absolute freaking W. Just massive W of a weekend. Massive W of a content drop. Between these cards right here and their EVOs and the free reward cards, the 4 new free rewards they dropped, this is the best weekend of free content that we have gotten in months. And the thing is, it's really unfortunate because this type of stuff could be sustainable every single week if 2K wanted to. But it's fire, so enjoy it while it's here because we actually have good free content this weekend. So for those y'all who've been looking for stuff to do on my team, have been looking for motivation to grind, have been looking for rewarding things to get, you got a lot of it this weekend, and that is pretty fire. So overall, big W, man. Big time W. The Father's Day event's a W, but even the Motor Award, Serge Ibaka, and Salary Cap Award, Josh Smith, also fire. As a whole, very good job by 2K on this weekend. And it's rare that I say that, especially these days. I know I complain a lot. But when they do good stuff, I'll give them credit. This is good. I just want to see more of it. Hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.